Howdy y'all, this is Twitchonium here, coming at y'all today with another Phyrexia All Will Be One quick draft. This hopefully will be our last Phyrexia draft for a little while. The March of the Machine content is going to release in I don't know, 30 minutes or so we get to move on to something new here soon, but hopefully we can finish this one off with a bang. Let's see if we can open up maybe like a Praetor, that'd be fun, right? Well, I mean, it's not a Praetor, but Thrune's pretty broken. I mean, there are a few ways around him, but like if you get to cast a Thrune, you're in a good spot. Definitely a reason to start green and try to focus it if at all possible here. Wow, this is a stacked pack. So Ossification and Planar Disruption are like two of White's best removal spells. The Lookout's a great White early play. I haven't had a lot of success with the Brutalizer. Just, I don't know. I mean, it's still a 4/4 body. But even with Thrune, like, we're not going to really necessarily be wanting to be toxic and proliferating. That said, there is still Ruthless Predation, which is fine. Removal in green. That's one of the ways to actually take care of Thrune. Then there's also Furnace Strider in red, which is pretty sweet. I'm going to take the Ruthless Predation. I feel like both of these other removal spells I actually like better. Ossification the best for sure. But just because we did take such a strong rare in Thrune, I'm going to just try and bias towards staying in green if we can here. And same kind of thing. Normally I wouldn't play an Unnatural Restoration in really any deck. But because we have a Thrune, if he manages to get removed, I kind of like having access to at least one recursion spell in the deck. Otherwise, we're taking a Furnace Strider here or like a Crawling Chorus. Definitely would be fine playing red-green with the Furnace Strider, but I'll just take the uncommon for now. Alright, now we get to make a decision. Unctus's Retrofritter is pretty good, but green-blue is not necessarily where it's at its best, and that's where we would definitely want to be if we did take a blue card. We could go with like a Blight Belly Rat and go into actually trying to do the toxic thing. We could also take the Troll, which is probably the play here. Keeps us in green for now. We don't have any oil stuff, but there's plenty of good oil synergies in green, and if we do end up in like green-red, there'll be even more. So, Troll seems fine. And now, I mean, again, more blue stuff. This one's not very great, but more good blue cards in the counter spells, but we'll just take a solid 1-drop for any green deck. Not exciting, but excellent role filler. I mean, another Troll, we'll just keep on taking the powerful green cards until they stop giving them to us. Now we don't have any real good plays, so I'm going to take the Siphoner as a 2-drop in case we end up in the black-green route. Same thing for here I'm going to do the Dune Mover. If we do end up in black-green, I would actually prefer to have the Pestilent Siphoner, I think. But since we don't know that we're going to be in black yet, and Doom Mover can still fill a toxic role in a toxic deck if we need it to, or it just works in any deck as a 2-drop. Now we'll go ahead and get one of those oil counter cards for our, what was it that cared about oil? The Trolls. I guess we have the Cultivator now too. Well, I'll snag a Dross Pits if we end up black-green. I'll definitely play a copy of that. Hopefully we don't have to play any of these. I guess Crawling Course is a solid little card. I mean, we only have a couple of black cards anyways, so we could be white-green, red-green, or black-green still. Just green, we're definitely solidly gonna want to try and actually do green here. And this pack makes me want to do red-green, that's for sure. Chimney Rabble, Hexgold Slash. I guess we could just take like a Skitterfang. It's probably the correct pick, actually. As powerful as these red cards are, even like Planar Disruption if we wanted to go white, this is going to make our deck no matter what, and we already have 2 Trolls that care about having oil counters on things, so I think it needs to be the Skitterfang there, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately, Skitterfang's a great card, but... Oh, man. Tough picks keep on coming. Let's just say... What if we played mono green even? Like, we would even just be at 3 2-drops, a 1-drop, so we're already doing decent on the early stuff. So the question's like, do we want another 5-drop? Do we want another Predation? We probably want another Predation, I think, in this deck. Man, same decision again. Another Skitterfang or another like Slash. I mean, if we can just curve out 2-drop into Skitterfang every turn into like Thrune and give him flying and lifelink and stuff, I think like we'll be in good spot. Wow, and another predation. Okay, well, we'll just play mono green removal here. Nothing for really like another Crawling Chorus. Could take a Splitter, I guess. Yeah, we don't have any 4-drops. If we end up in red, we'll play a Splitter. So, still monocolored for now, and now we can take a Golem and still stick to sort of monocolored. Works with both of our Trolls and our Skitterfangs and our Cultivator and our Steward. Yeah, I think Golem is a good role player in this deck. So now we really want to try and focus on oil synergies if we at all can. I don't want to play any of these. Maybe play one Skull Bomb, but probably not. Take a Rat now. That's tough though. The Furnace Strider is also very good. We just have a fair amount of. You know what? I think I'd rather play green red than black green anyways. And perfect. Look at that. We get rewarded for that that decision there. We'll go ahead and take the excellent Chimney Rabble here. Once the game has caught up to my actions. Alright, now we can go ahead and take Scamp probably over the Cackler. Just with how fast this format tends to be. So I think we can safely say we're going to be moving into red-green here now. Yeah, now another 2-drop. Excellent little role player there. Awesome. So let's take, before we take this last card, we've got 3 pieces of removal. It's not really interaction. None of our removal's instant speed, which is of note. Hoping not to play the Skull Bomb. So last pack, we need to get a couple more 2-drops. And some instant speed interaction, really, and that's pretty much it. Well, it's not a 2-drop, but that's an excellent early play for this deck. I would love a Vorak in this deck too, but Adaptive is like the best 1-drop for us, so... Hard slam on that. Wow. And I should probably be taking one of these 2-drops, but like Battle Chair has just blown me out of the water so many times. Like you play this, it trades off with their best thing, and then you start making your 1/1s and 2/2s in your early plays into just, you know, behemoth threats that they can't deal with. So I'm going to snag that up and just take another really nice green card there. Same thing here. Could take a Stalker just to get another 2-drop, but Tyvar Stand, that's the kind of green interaction I was looking for. And another Chimney Rabble. Yep, we could totally use another 4-drop. Alright, now... Hi. We really need 2-drops. I think to the point that I need to take this Zenith Chronicler now over the Battle Chair number 2. Since we already have a Thrune, 2 Oil Trolls, and a Furnace Strider, we already have a lot of expensive things to do in the deck. We really just need 2-drops now. Yeah, same thing here. I'd love to snag either of these combat tricks, but we just need the Engraver. And it has oil synergies for our deck as well. Here I'm going to take the Long Legs and hope we don't have to play that 2-drop and that we wheel something else. Awesome. Yeah, like another Cultivator is great. I might even run an Atrocity in this deck. I've been pretty impressed with the hasty body there. Same thing. Take another 2-drop we hope not to play. Might play 1 copy of Growth. Alright, looks like that's probably going to be all our picks here. So we got a couple of filler 2-drops, but outside of that, we've got a pretty solid shell, it looks like, for the green-red oil strategy here. We can make some cuts that whittle down some of our non-oil related creatures. And we only have to make a couple. Like, as much as I like the Battle Chair, we might not even need it. We've got a lot of other strong plays here. I think of the 4-drops, the Splitter's what I'd cut. I like all our 3-drops. I don't like all of our 2-drops, but I think we need them all too. Could cut the Restoration for sure. Could cut the Growth. I like the 3 Predations. In our kind of deck, it's going to be like pre-combat, kill a thing, then swing in with a buffed up creature. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's really only 5 2-drops, really. It's not a lot, but we do have 4 1-drops, all of which we want to play. Maybe we cut the Scamp, since it's not on plan with the oil synergies, but we definitely want the Tyvar stand, which is probably... I mean, sometimes we even cast it for 0x, so I'm going to keep it in the 2 slot here for now. So 4 cuts out of probably these 5 here. I think this one's the weaker one from us. I think the combat trick's weaker since we're already running so many predations. Scamp is weak. I think we need to keep one of our 2 equipments that are going to stick around for a while. And as much as I like the battle chair, I think I'm going to keep the splitter actually, since we have so many 5-drops already. We've already got 4 5-drops. So if we find ourselves needing more bigger plays, we can always switch the splitter out for the battle chair. But I think for now I'm going to keep the splitter in. You know what? Change my mind again. Let's do the battle chair. We have 2 cultivators to help us ramp a little bit. So it's not amazing. Same with Dune Mover. It's not really ramp, but it's like pseudo-fixing, you know. But we can maybe get into the 6-drop there. I kind of want to try, if nothing else. Go out with a bang, right? So that's going to be the deck here. We're going to go ahead and make Thrune the artwork, because Thrune is amazing. And I'll see y'all in the first round. Welcome to round number 1, y'all. We are on the play here with a decent looking little start. I mean, not exciting, but everything we can play pretty much can work towards our battle chair, which would take over once we get it down. So no reason to toss this back, I don't think. Probably save our Dune Mover for last, I think. Start off with the Predation Steward. The one I am most okay with getting traded off with here early. Slinger I want to hold in case we want to kill an artifact. Not that artifact, but other artifacts. So we'll go ahead and swing here, get our Dune Mover down. I am going to go ahead and put a land on top, because I do want to hit the Chinmi Rabble next turn. And make sure. So we'll put a mountain up there. We also have a 6-drop and a 5-drop we want to work towards. Alrighty. Neither of these are artifacts, unfortunately. I think we still Chimney Rabble and make them trade their 2 creatures into our things. And we'll still end up with 2 creatures on board. Or just the 1. Okay, even better. Now we still have the one with the oil counters on it here to help out with any of our oil synergies. I would love just one more land here. Would be great. Do I double block here? Nah, they blow me out so easily with any kind of trick. I'll take the 2 poison counters. If they want to proliferate a 3rd one on, that's fine. Alright, well, not amazing for us here, but it is still, I think, going to be the play. Go ahead and shoot that guy there. No attacks, though. We'll go ahead and hold up our family here. I'm holding on to the Shrapnel Slinger, but I should have played it there, just to get another 2/2 body on the board. But blue scares me with all their potential artifacts. Guess they can bounce their Prism, get some extra value there. That's pretty sweet. I wish this guy was an artifact instead of this one. That's a pretty good draw, though. Not gonna swing with it yet, but it's a nice piece to have on the board. Now when we play our battle chair, hopefully next turn, we can give it haste and then start moving it around. If they're going to use their turn to replay a Prophetic Prism for the card draw, I'm pretty okay with that. I just don't want them to develop their board, so we can hopefully get in a hasty attack next turn. Aww. Rats. At least we can still activate its ability to give it haste, so not the worst, but definitely a bit of a bummer there. Don't think we have any ways to kill artifacts or enchantments in the deck. Would love to top deck a Thrune if we don't top deck a land. That'd be another sweet option. The Seed Core. Spend this mana only to cast Phyrexian spells. Ah, they can buff up one of their 1/1s. That's good to know. Two, three, 6. I think we can go to 6. They can do the extra damage from their thing. That's fine. It doesn't add any extra toxic to it, which is the important thing. And if we do get to hastily swing with our thing now, it'll be pretty sweet because they're totally shields down. But now they have a Death Toucher. Unfortunate. Well, we didn't hit the land anyways, so now we've got the Cultivator to hopefully maybe start working towards the land. This is an Aura, right? Yeah, of course it is. I'm not going to do that. I could just kill this because they can keep pumping it, but they can also pump this guy now too, so I think I just want the blockers instead of killing the artifact one off. Yeah, we might be losing to poison damage here. Yeah, there's another one. We're at least getting one more, so we're going to 8 guaranteed this turn. If they can give us another one, we'll be at 9. Yeah, we're fine health-wise, just the poisons trickling through here. Alright, so we block here. And here. And they can do their thing. Yeah, we really need to hit a land. Like, have to hit it or we just lose. Oh, I think we just lose anyways now. Even a land won't save us. We need a two-bodied creature, and we already played one of our Chimney Rebels, so... Heart of the cards, Chimney Rebel, I guess? Yep. Not gonna do it with the Golem, unfortunately. Sad start. We were so close. We could have just had one more land, so... Does make me feel like the Battle Chair might be the wrong decision in this deck. I was waffling in the drafting portion, so let's go ahead and switch that out right quick. We're gonna take the Battle Chair down and add in the cheaper Volshock Splitter. That would have been a better play for us in that round for sure. But otherwise, I think we'll keep the deck the same. And I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome to Game 2, y'all. We are on the play here with a interesting hand. We've got a 1-drop, and we've got some removal options and a 3-drop, so I mean, I think I'm gonna keep this still. Don't have anything really to work towards, but... we'll see. Got a lot of good options in this deck. And we already have 2 of our removal spells in hand, which is pretty nice. And can't argue with a 1-drop in this format, so... yeah, we don't need the lands yet, or the oil counters. Now we might want the oil counters. 1/3 blocks us pretty well. So I think we do the Skitterfang this turn. Put an oil counter on this, so I don't forget. Decline this, and now next turn we can use the Skitterfang and the Predation to kill the Glider off. Well, I guess we're going into maintenance soon, so if there's anything that happens here, I apologize in advance. Go ahead and give our guy flying here. Oh, I should have killed this thing, but oh well. I guess I couldn't because I have to pay the 2 for ward, so wasn't an option anyways. Well, now I definitely want to make sure they don't have any creatures on the board, so we'll get hit with the 4 here, and then we're gonna... Oh my, we're gonna get hit for a bunch here, and then we need to predation away this thing next turn. Unfortunate, since I was hoping to play the troll, but this could get out of hand. I mean, it's already a little out of hand, but if they don't have any creatures, then their artifact plays are significantly worse. Pay the 2. Go ahead and give it lifelink. Gets back some of that life they just smacked us for there. Shouldn't have very many, if any, hasty options in white-black, so hopefully we'll be alright on that side of things. And next turn we get to draw a card and gain some life again. Troll's been a really good role player in these kind of decks. Alright, they got their dude back. That's pretty good for them. But let's see what we draw with our troll. That's not a good draw. We really need to stop hitting lands. I'm going to give it lifelink again and see if they want to trade. If not, I'll just keep on going up. 20 points ahead, 22 points ahead, 12 points ahead. Math is hard. Ah, they have a Skitterfang of their own. They can make a flying 5/4 with Vigilance. It's pretty good. I doubt they do lifelink, but if they do, I'm happy to double block and trade off to that. Okay. Makes me think they definitely have a trick, but I don't think I can pass it up. It's probably the indestructible trick. Huh. Or not. Okay. I'm fine with this chain of events. Wow. Really, really need the lands to stop. We like just have not drawn anything else. Even with our draws, we haven't drawn anything else. Like, this was our starting hand. I mean, we can play any 2 things in our deck, more or less, at this point. Well, it's not exciting right now, but it does let us cycle through our... throw these lands away to cycle through to something else, which is something at least. Yikes, now they get to put 2 counters on their Menace guy. Put counters on him, probably do lifelink again. Ugh. Death Touch, huh? Okay. I guess that makes sense because we'd have to triple block to kill it. Then they'd get to eat our whole board. So, no blocks. We'll eat the 5. That's pretty good. I think I do this now as well, just to see if we can get another play here. Yep. Unfortunate. If they have another artifact here, we're in bad shape. I really hope they don't. Alright, removal, that's pretty bad too. kill off the toxic guy. It's the one I'm the most afraid of here. And our Skitterfang's already done its thing. Now they get triggers that aren't going to matter, which is okay with me. Alright, so we need to kill off something. I think it should be the Skitterfang. I mean, it does still have things on it. That's unfortunate. Yeah. They get in a counter on it too. We're out of counters to draw more cards. We've just drawn so many lands. So many lands. That's 11 lands out of our deck. I think the writing's going to be on the wall here pretty soon. We'll eat it here and see. And another land. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and concede out of this one. Just rough with the land draws, you know? I mean, even with the Thrune, I think we were still losing this race. Like, top deck. Guess like a Chimney Rabble would have been fine, but just a rough way. We were in really good shape. We started off real strong. You know, even if we just could have drawn any spells, even if they were just medium ones, we would have been in a lot better spot. But, oh well. See y'all in the round 3. Welcome back to round number 3, y'all. We are on the draw here with a little bit of a sketchy hand. I think I'm going to keep it because we are on the draw, and we do have a 1-drop and a 3-drop that kind of synergize. And the Slinger is one that we would typically not want to play on turn 2 if we didn't have to, so we could save it as a removal spell for a impactful artifact later, but we'll see. Could be our very last game of All Will Be One for a while. The March of the Machine just ticked on over, so as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to jump right into tomorrow's video, and we'll have a March of the Machine sealed to go over together. Looking forward to that. Alright, opponent finally made their decision, and we hit the red land. Now I will go ahead and just get the Slinger down. Probably shouldn't have done that yet. That way if they removed the Slinger, we still had potential blocks for the rat, but I don't want to be making that block anyways, so. And if they have a trick here, I'm happy for them to use it on a rat. Yeah, that's fine. Not great, but okay. At least this will make it so that we can double block effectively. Ideally, still wouldn't want to double block here, but we'll see. Ooh, that's a good target for our Hazardous Blast. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and swing both here, have them block with the rat, and then try to Hazardous Blast a 2-for-1. Okay. That's fine too. I'm still going to use it though, because their deck is definitely relying on the poison strategy, so I don't think we can let the flyer live. Our deck doesn't have a lot of good ways to do anything about it, and next turn, hopefully, Thrune will take over for us. Actually, we're going to play this guy first, and that way we can Thrune hastily next turn. We can still get a good attack in even with the Cultivator because it'll trade off with their guy. even though they get the 1/1 might out of it. Not too worried about that. As long as we have our hasty Furnace Strider and our Golem to keep our oil synergies intact. And both of these are excellent cards for us in this board state. Yeah, an opponent's losing life to draw their cards here. I'm happy to see that. Another rat. Normally would be pretty scary, but I think we're still in a good spot here. We'll take another hit. We're still not corrupted. And we get to jam down a hasty Thrune. Who doesn't love seeing that? And we'll just swing out. If they want to double block our Golem, I'm pretty okay with that too. Because then they die. Alrighty. And now we will go on up to 3, so we'll be corrupted, but gonna be hard to outrace this Thrune Furnace Strider combo. We're gonna have another 5-drop we can give haste to next turn. We have removal if they play something scary. Yeah, that won't do it. Even if they double spell here now, I think we're pretty okay. Yeah. They could triple spell. Yeah. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get another hasty attacker down here. Make them block with all 3 of their guys unprofitably here. I guess they do get to trade off with our troll, but other than that, I think it's pretty much just lethal because the Thrune has the trample and is very strong. At least we got to play him once, honestly. Here, I was a little worried we weren't even going to get to play our bomb rare, and yeah, that would have been mean. But Thrune's going to go ahead and clinch the victory for us here. Awesome. I'll see y'all in the next round. Welcome back to game number 4. We are on the play with a little bit of a slow hand, but we do have the adaptive to get down on turn 1. We don't have a way to grow it, though, which is a little scary, but we do have a way to protect it, so I think we're supposed to keep this, but it's really close. If we draw into any creature plays, we're in good shape. Any creature plays between 1 and 4, I should say. We're in good shape. I think I will actually go ahead and just Predation this away now. That might not be the right call here, but I think we need to stay, try to keep the board clear until we can drop like a splitter. And that's great that they're playing that now before we play our guy. Definitely not attacking. Alright. Opponent with a interesting looking deck here. Red-green, but kind of some of the stuff I'd expect to see in the equipment deck. If I attack with both and they block so that each one of their guys has 1, I can double kill them. If not, we only get the aspirant, but still I think it's okay. And if not, we'll just go ahead and drop our splitter. Hopefully they don't have another Shrapnel Slinger in hand. That'd be pretty bad. Not terrible, honestly, but meh. Alright, now we get to play a hasty guy. I'm guessing they've got a Hexgold Slash or something that they're, keeping in their back pocket. But we'll go ahead and swing with the family. If they've got a trick, I want them to actually use it and get it out of their hand here. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure they'll block our Furnace Strider here. Not ideal, but not terrible. We can always suit up our adaptive or our cultivator. Or not. Now we are in a little bit of trouble. Especially if we keep drawing into lands. Alright. Now we just need to draw into some creatures of any type so that we can start suiting them up. We got a lot of great ones in the deck. Mantis is a superior play to a lot of what we've got, though. This will at least allow us to trade off with it. Although 1 toughness is very susceptible to removal here. And this guy is Menace, so you can still attack through. I'm going to keep holding, I think. No, I'm going to attack, actually. If they want to trade off one of their guys here, I'm okay with that. I think we want to keep whittling stuff down and using our splitter advantageously. This Mantis is really bad on this board state, though. I guess they didn't use the Vigilance, though, so if we draw a Hasty Dude... Of course, we're just going to continue drawing lands again for another game here. Rough. And Incubation Sac, that is going to get them a lot of value. Yep, that might just be the death knell right there. If they had been swinging with this thing like they should have been, ooh, but we drew a Thrune. And we can equip a Thrune. Now he's a 7/5 trampling indestructible. We are still in very scary straits here, because they are green. If anybody can remove a Thrune, they can remove the Thrune. They already used one of their predations, though, so I'm hoping it's not enough. Man, I think we have to block the Thrune with Thrune. Yep. Unfortunate there. Yep. Wouldn't have mattered either way, we just keep hitting the lands. Bit of a sad end to our all will be one journey here. This one, I feel like this deck definitely had the chance to do a lot better than it performed. Like, we just had 2 games where we just hit huge chunks of lands, you know, and couldn't draw into any kind of action. And then by the time we finally did draw into it, it was just a little bit too late. But considering the curve of the deck and like what we had, like, I don't think we saw Skitterfangs but once, even though we have 2 of them. Never saw a Tyvar stand, which is one of our better cards. Definitely saw very few Chimney Rabbles, even though we have 2. You know, a lot of just considering the way that the deck is built, we didn't have as much. We didn't see as much of the redundancy as I think we should have, and then also just hit too many lands. But still really fun to get at least 1 win in with the Thrune. Always happy to smack somebody with my good friend, the Turtle Buddy. So, appreciate you all coming along on the draft ride with me here today, though, and I'll see y'all in the next draft video. Take care, everybody.